Paper Plane in. I'm Mikata Nui, and thank you guys for waiting for me to come back live as we're back here for another day. I hope you guys are having a good day. I just realized something. The volume in this one's a little bit loud. Golem, please. Okay, there we go. Thank you very much, Golem. Anyways, how's it, everybody? I hope you actually had a good day today so far. Today is a Thursday, and it's kind of like the meh part of the week. And, you know, that's actually kind of understandable on some people who are feeling a little bit on the low energy scale. Your feelings are still valid, and I hope that today that things are looking up a little bit better for you. I hope that, but how's everyone? How are you? Do you guys actually had a good day today? Now I can finally join in on the stream, so here comes my greeting. Okay! Yeah! Oh my god, it's a good thing that was not set there for that one. Anyway, so yeah. It's actually good to see you guys again back here in the inn. So, I hope that you guys are ready for today's stream. That if you guys are actually feeling a little bit low energy or tuckered, I hope that you actually get the time to actually rest up yourself, treat yourself from today, and I hope my stream will actually be enough for you to actually feel a little bit chill and actually enjoy this. I just got my Jeep back. The dealership with the family emergency excused twice, so I had enough, and I want to. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Keyblade. It seems like the car situation is going a little bit bad to worse, I think, but I really hope that this would actually be situated well later. But anyways, I hope that you guys are ready for today's stream. It's gonna be another art stream like we did back on Tuesday, and as usual, Thursdays are your usual go-tos when it comes to doing commission streams. And speaking of commissions, I think it's about time we actually get back into the podium. Lisa came up with a good amount of heads up. Yes, Jexa Dragon, you can come over. And now I'm gonna go switch to the podium. Alrighty then, so... Oh, hi Dave! Okay, there we go. Unmuting now. Hey Dave!
Hello.
Okay, okie dokie loki. I almost forgot to turn on the screen share for this. Maybe when I finally get myself a far better PC, it would make screen sharing a whole lot easier for whenever I'm on games or something. But so yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah, probably will help a lot.
Hopefully. And Savage, hi! Welcome! So, without further ado, I think it's about time we actually get to work when it comes to, our commission for the day. And this commission is actually, ordered by one of my, playmates? One of the players that I'm a part of with that Savage hosts from Wednesday games, Tsuki, who asked me to draw out. Almost had a little bit of a panic attack on that episode, but okay, there we go. No, not that one. That's the pose that Tsuki wants me to draw them. Okay, there. This particular oh boy. Oh boy, it's one of those where the image is so big that Discord is having a hard time trying to get. Okay, copy image. Okay, there's only one way for me to actually make this thing kind of work. Okay. Okay. Gonna have to scale this a little bit. There we go. This particular character. And Suki wants me to draw this one, so why not? Might as well actually get to work onto this one. You're a little bit late for that one clip, but also hello Afton. You're clipping a little bit on the podium, so I mean,
I am in between
no.
the realms.
I'm
joking.
joking. Okay, there we go. go.
How's your evening going?
It's fine. So
Or afternoon?
let's see. Oh yeah, the music is now over. So Golem, play me my beat. Alright, I sure hope that's the right amount of volume for this one. There we go. I know it's, managed to fill up my pizza baking for this week, so I'm all chill for the weekend. Oh, that's really cool! Yep. Oh dear. Sorry, Afton, but it looks like chat has spoken. You're going into the jar. I mean, not jar, the key rack.
It's my default place.
Pretty much.
At this rate, I've trained my legs just to be okay while hanging.
Alright, and this is the pose that I got so far when it comes to Tsuki's character, but I forgot to I should have actually got the sketch done in time, but time was not really the most favorable thing for me lately. And just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna record the time lapse to this thing. Because I don't know how long we're going to be staying around with it when it comes to the stream, so we're going to make do with what we can.
I mean, on average, from what I've seen you do from the sketching to full, like, actual color, it'll take you around 2 to 3 hours. 4 at most.
Yeah, this is true.
Like, we've checked both YouTube videos and such, and previous VODs, it is around that time.
Okay. Let's see. Let me go and...
Voice Fly, do you really think Mickey would allow me to have such a thing in the inn? No. They say I should commission a throne up there so I could sit more comfortable whenever I'm banished. Yeah, not likely because 1, it's you're in your rules. 2, why would I want to mess anything in that would actually cause change to the inn? It's comfy already.
Okay, let's see.
But I'm in a really good mood today because I've just sorted out my session 0 for a campaign I'm starting.
Neat.
I have around 6 players.
You think you got it? You think you got what it takes to handle that many players?
I got this. And it's for a survival-based campaign.
Yes, the infamous question, you really think you have what it takes to handle that many people at once?
I mean, I can handle 4 to 5 people. 6 is a bit of a stretch, but when it's like 7 or over, no, I won't be able to handle it because there'll be too many voices going across the table.
Yeah, I guess that's something I should have actually sorted out when it comes to... Anyway, so...
What the party for is actually...
Wow, that joke did not land, huh?
I didn't even notice it. But the party for is actually quite simple. And what's weird is that most of the party is quite humanoid, except maybe for 2 of the players, which are a changeling and one of these new setting races called a mere scale.
No?
If you had to describe what a mere scale, it's kind of like a dinosaur folk, but in like simple standards, I would like to say it's like a mixture between a kobold and a lizard folk.
Okay.
Except, instead of like the normal features that they'll gain, they gain a 15-foot burrowing speed and can hold their breath up to 40 minutes.
Isn't that just like Lizard Folk plus plus?
I like to say the lizard folk are a lot... I would say lizard folk are a lot better, specifically Volos. I prefer Volos preferred to monsters of the multiverse because you can make weapons from fallen enemies, which is a really good stick.
I don't know how short what I actually make for this frill. I don't even know if that qualifies as a skirt, but at least she's wearing maybe I should actually make it. I think those are just frills or something. But I'm gonna
Looks
try to
like it.
pull off to the best of my ability to make this one just right for Tsuki. Okay, so everybody okay. Maybe it's just me, but I'm actually feeling a little bit low energy in today.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Has it been cold out there?
It kind of has. I'm kind of wearing a hoodie as we speak.
Might be the cold biting at you. It saps your strength.
Mhm.
Hey! Ow!
Like the cold does, like for some people, it just takes the life out of them. For others, you just feel a lot you just feel comfy in it.
No, it's just in general, the cold saps the energy from your body as it tries to keep itself warm regardless of how it makes you feel in the moment.
It does kind of feel like that though. I'm gonna try my best to hang in there as best I could. I just hope I got enough energy in me for tonight's game.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in response to Retrofox, it's, you know, a broken bottle isn't threatening unless it's on a threat. Yeah, isn't threatening unless it's on fire. I beg to differ about that.
Yeah, like a broken bottle can do quite a large bit of damage to people.
There's a reason they account for the majority of stab wounds in hospitals.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it does feel like Thursdays really do feel like they are the meh the meh part of the week, isn't it?
Yep,
You definitely feel like you're over the hump of the week, but you're definitely you're that one day out from Friday still.
Yeah, that is like it really does feel like that. Like you
Tuesdays
just
are
want
arguably the worst, but yeah, I'd argue Tuesdays are probably worse. But yeah, I can certainly empathize with feeling down or at least tired on a Thursday.
Let's
I
see.
beg to differ on that one.
Nay?
Like, I'd say Monday is the worst day. Tuesday is when things get a little bit better. Wednesday is like peak because you know you're like halfway through the week. Thursday you just feel absolutely meh because you're almost out of the week, and then Friday's like you're literally just like all your energies for that week is just sapped right out of you.
Thursdays are hard. Retro Fox says Thursdays are hardly bad, but meh. Yeah. Yeah.
Tuesdays are worse. Tuesdays are like Monday is the first day of the week. It's like, okay, let's do this. Tuesday comes around and it's like, I've got an entire fucking week to get through. Maybe it's just worse when you have a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm trying to get this hair motion right. Because this character really has really long hair, which I'm not opposed to, you know? Let's see. I feel like that maybe I remember this from a video once upon a time, but it really does feel like November really is the Thursday of the year. Does it?
Hmm.
Because you get the fun stuff that is Halloween back in last month. You also got another great stuff that is that is December when it comes to Christmas, although your mileage may vary on that. And I'm gonna agree to that one person who made that comment once upon a time that November really is the Thursday of the year.
Oh, that I can agree with. December
Thursday
feels
of the
like.
year.
If that's the case, if that's the case, then what was January be? Would that be like would that be like a Sunday, or would it be more like a Friday? I mean, come to think of it, the months, like if you, I was gonna say like basically the entire year could just be
If you
separated.
actually try and map it out, the analogies does start to fall apart.
Yeah, that's what that's why you can hear me be like very delayed on that one.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Wait, Savage said something earlier. Man, I love pirates. Aren't the pirates the greatest? Yep. You know what? I raise my hat to you on that.
Hey guys,
AJ.
Hey Jay.
I'm running on 4 hours of sleep.
Oh.
Yeah. I do not blame you after what after what you told us about Daisy.
Oh, is she okay?
So we're not sure what's wrong, but she kept waking us up every 2 hours to go to the bathroom, and she's pooping blood.
Okay.
Like a little bit of blood, not a ton, but a little, and it's the runs every time.
Has she eaten anything specific? Has there been a distinct change in behavior or diet at all?
Well, that's the interesting thing. Like, she's kind of resisted eating food lately. That's the kicker here. But I think, see, there's this old doghouse in like the outdoor kennel where she goes and does her business and hangs out for most of the day. I think she has been chewing pieces of the wood off, and some of the splinters got into her stomach.
I would say you recommend taking to a vet immediately.
Okay, that's not something that can just go away on its own, right?
I don't know.
No, because like from my minor experience from learning first aid, if something like that does get into a dog's system, take them to a vet immediately, because even though those splinters, some of them may be gone out, some of them could still remain in the stomach tract, which could cause possible damage.
Okay, that is very concerning.
Yeah, I just say just in case. Like, that's just me being... I don't want to be, like, very... I'm, like, think of the worst, and I don't want to think of the worst. I wish that Daisy is doing alright. It's just...
Well, I've given her some... Well, okay, I've given her some chicken and rice, so it could very well just be an upset stomach. But that is, like, the worst-case scenario.
I mean, yeah. Sorry to make you think like that, but... Like, chicken and rice will actually be a pretty wise choice, as it will be, like, help to digest down for the
And
moment.
what's the verdict on that chocolate icing theory you had earlier?
Okay, I'm just checking on her now. Doesn't look like she's pooped since I put her in here. Yeah, it doesn't look like she's pooped since I put her in here. It'll probably be a few hours before she goes again.
Like, I don't mean to, like, give you any panic at all, but I'm hoping that they're doing alright. With what you've said, I'm hoping they're doing okay. Like, it may be digestive issues, like, hell, my dog is like that at times, except, like, she'll eat constantly, but then she'll have, like, a day or two where she will just not eat. And we keep, like, tempting her to do so, but Candace is, like, dead late, but...
There we go.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, thanks to Daisy, I'm just not at 100% right now. So I am not in a position to do any critical thinking.
You know what? That's understandable. But when you do got time, you know. Okay, I think it looks much better if she actually tries to brush her hair. As someone who has long hair herself, let's see. Yep. Okay, it's supposed to go like that. Okay. Because she's trying to brush her... I envision her that she's trying to brush her hair, to the side. But, yeah, I hope Daisy actually does, I hope Daisy's okay, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I hope you also get plenty of rest when this whole thing is, A-okay.
I have to ask, how old is Daisy again?
Less than a year old. She's about 9 months.
Okay. So they're still going through that teething phase then.
No, she is. Well, she 100% has her adult teeth, but she is a chewer.
Do you have any toys that could help with such behavior?
I do, but she's been ignoring them.
Are they like specifically like squeaky toys at all, or no?
I've got squeaky toys. I've got little bully sticks. I've got fake wood sticks. I've also got tugging ropes, and I've also got like chewing balls.
Okay, I was just it's good to factor everything in, like. And you said that they're chewing something in the enclosure?
Yeah, there's this old doghouse that's kind of falling apart, and she's been chewing pieces of the planks off.
Have you
Unfortunately, she's been encouraged to do so by another dog who's even wilder than she is.
Have you spoken to your landlord at all about removing it?
Removing the doghouse?
Thanks for them
Yes.
hydrate.
Well, it's not my doghouse, so I can't really do anything about it. I only really live in the basement, and even then, like, I don't own all the rooms in here. In fact, the only reason he has the dog enclosure in the first place is because he doesn't want the dog pooping on his grass.
Retrofox is asking, do the wood have moles in it? Or I think they meant to say that as holes in it.
I think they mean mold.
I do not know what that's supposed to mean.
Or why is
Because it doesn't have holes in it like carpenter bees.
Like, I think they were wondering because like some molds can be a little bit with dogs, so.
Well, it was designed to be winter and waterproof, but it is old, so I don't see any molds on the wood.
Alright. Just. It's good to look at every single thing that could be affect. Yeah, every possibility.
Okay. I really should definitely design myself another pirate character. I should definitely design myself a pirate character when I get the chance. Also, what is up with my mic sensitivity a bit? Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and wait. Maybe it's just me. Am I dumb, or is or am I noticing that I think I'll have to do some tweaks on my avatar a little later. Ugh, I'm not all there. I'm just trying, guys.
It's okay. Like,
I think I blame the cold. I think the cold weather is nice, but it also has its cons. And one of them
Yeah.
is giving me some level of fatigue. That's not normal. I need my energy for today.
You not have like a radiator or like a massive jumper that you can wear?
Well, the radiator is more like when things get really cold, like stupid cold. Like, December is just tickling the surface of cold. Here's January and February.
January and February, just in the UK, it's the absolute worst. Like,
Do
we
you have warm layered clothing at the very least?
Yeah.
Well,
I've got a fleece sweater.
I'm currently wearing a hoodie, but below that, but below that it's just shorts.
Maybe longer pants would probably help.
Yep.
No, I refuse to be weak.
It's not weakness if you're trying to avoid frostbite.
Plus cold legs, it's just like, that's like the main reason why you may be cold.
Yeah. Yeah,
literally-
exposed legs are nice until they start turning blue.
Yeah, it's gonna make you cold.
Fellas, it's not even that cold-ish. It's not. Look, bruh, guys.
Mickey, you were just complaining about it being so cold, and here you are, in shorts.
Yes, that feels like the cause of the possible problem here.
Look, okay. Look, okay, guys. Compromise. I got a fleece blanket on, and now it's on me. Okay?
Is it on your legs though?
Yes.
Good. Huh?
That's
So fun fact, the head and the neck are the easiest places to lose heat from, and I think another would be the feet.
Like when you like when you said that, you reminded me of someone.
Huh?
It's a little bit of a weird and funny story, but my uncle on my mom's side, he is notorious for wearing shorts everywhere, no matter what condition of weather it is.
Oh no.
And he would even wear shorts in the snow. And he would say the exact same thing, so this feels like deja vu.
If you need energy, just let me know if we can skip Saturday. No, I refuse to skip. I refuse to skip Nessa Day.
Nessa Day.
Yes. I name my game. I name my. Sometimes to help make me remember my games is that I call the day the name of with my characters. You got my isekai game, which I called it my Rose Day, which I haven't actually been playing. That there hasn't been an actual session to that for a long while, and I'm feeling the pain already. Anyway, and then you got Celine and Mary Day, which are my Wednesdays. You got Violet, who is my Thursday days. You got and then you got Nessa, who's my Saturdays. Hence why I call it Nessa Day.
Like,
Is it elaborate and silly? Yes, but I refuse to. But cringe is dead, and I'm still breathing.
I'm having a bit of a laugh at what Bear has just said. He's like, I'm cold, is naked, I don't know why.
Let's see. In other news, my life the four puppers are slowly getting bigger each day. Aww.
We need to see the pictures of these puppers. Like, I'm a sucker for puppy pics.
I may not look just because for me, just because I like cats doesn't mean I hate dogs less. In fact, I grew up with dogs when I grew up with dogs, and dogs still have a place in my heart. Especially Panda will always remain rent-free. Will always forever live in my heart rent-free. So you're saying that Fridays and Sundays are free? Oh no! Wait. Actually, Mondays and Fridays are free. Sunday, I finally remember now, is my Melanthe day.
Ah, damn it. That means we'll never get a game sorted out then.
Sorry, bro.
Because, like, Mondays... In fact, no. Like, wait, you said, like, Mondays I've merited as my days off for D&D games. And Friday, well... Bearwald is kind of saying the same thing in chat.
Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. I would love to be invited to more games. It's just that I already am stuck with 5 games as we speak. 5.5, if at best. But yeah, I'm pretty much swamped with games. So I'm pretty much good on that front.
Yeah, for me, it's a different issue in that it's either work or other important stuff that needs to be done. I do obviously have the Friday and the Saturday games, which are fine. Sunday is a no-go because typically on a Sunday is when my parents insist on calling me before I then have my armor game anyway. So unless it happens on the Sunday night, it's not going to happen, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of the week, technically doable, assuming that nothing else interferes. And there's usually something, given that we typically go shopping every day.
It's just kind of a shame, though, because you missed out. You were missing out a lot of good content that's going on when you're listening into the Sunday shenanigan games, especially the.
I know, but what am I gonna tell my a mother mid-call? Listen, can you fuck off? I want to listen to my friends being. Do you see why this might be an issue?
You know, fair enough. Yeah, I would also turn white as a sheet if my mom actually asked, what are you actually doing in Sundays? Like, there's another reason why I'm getting up early for Sundays now, but it's not the cook.
Wait, I zoned out there for a second. What?
Rosebud.
Okay.
Like, I would say the only problem, like the only thing about like parents when it comes to my games, like interfering, is that they would just tell me to shut up because I'm so loud in the evenings.
Look, I would often get shit, but that's because most of my D&D games back in South Africa were with US player groups, which typically meant that they would start between 11 and midnight my time. I have literally played one session from midnight till sunrise.
Oh, that sounds really bad. Do you like get any sleep at all on those days?
You have to remember, this was several years ago, before I was in my 30s.
Okay, fair point. Like, I was only saying that because of the whole, what was that? I am gonna possibly invest in some soundproof foam. Like, that's gonna be the best option to get.
I definitely need to install the rest of my soundproof foam. I only got, like, a few that I'm staring right now as we speak. Yes, Retro Fox? So, given that it's cold out here, is it a bad time to sell these Mickey Pops? Okay, that's a good one.
I was just like they're just kind of staring at you, mocking you.
Okay, now let's go ahead and increase this and. Okay, I need to get this blanket off me for a bit. It's getting too toasty. For 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then I'll put it back on, okay? For 5 minutes.
I mean, you can't just put something on like a warm top.
No.
or
A pair of
even
socks.
I'm wearing a
Yeah, like,
sweater. I mean, I'm wearing a
No,
hoodie,
no,
you
no, no.
guys.
Oh, well,
No.
why didn't you say so in the first place?
Like-
I did.
no, you didn't actually. You said you were wearing a shirt.
No, I did not. I said I'm wearing a hoodie and shorts.
Oh, I think we just all just targeted in on the shorts.
Either way, I'm looking forward to the end of the month when we can actually get the first snows in southern Ontario.
I'd give anything to look at snow again and see and feel it in person.
Last time we saw that recording in snow, it's still us.
Yeah.
I also put a timer on for 5 minutes, so
Let's see. Your dad wears shorts in December. Yes, and he still has enough brain cells for fall for. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. She talked about a hoodie. I witnessed. See, even Bear won't actually listen into that. What?
maybe it's because I wasn't paying attention at that point because, like, I am gone. You could say I've gone game crazy.
Game crazy. That was a store I used to go to.
You know what'll be one hell of an experience for me to actually do that could only be done like once in a month, once in a blue moon on a night Friday the 13th when the planets aligned. A drunken stream.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, I mean, I've only done it no, which is why I'm on the fence about this. I mean, on one hand,
I mean, I'm biased. I mean, I'm biased, but I personally think you shouldn't.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm. Like, and plus, I don't think some of us drink, so it would just be kind of weird to be on a drunk stream while sober.
Fair.
Look, for me, it's not so much that I don't drink; it's that I only drink like once or twice a month. Not for any particular reason other than my vice is caffeine rather than alcohol. I don't mind a nice tasting Smirnoff Ice, for example, but I'm not drinking it to get drunk. I'm drinking it because I like the taste.
Me too. I mean, if anything, I know I have myself like a good stash of Angry Orchard in my Narnia fridge, but there are days I really, really, really would love to have rum and coke again, you know, because that's like my favorite drink.
It's also a classic.
Yeah.
I still
Hey,
have been unable. Yes.
I'm gonna dip real quick, and I'm gonna call. I'm gonna go ahead and call my local vet and just see what I should do. I'll be right back.
Sure thing.
Sure.
All right, Jay.
We'll be here for you.
Thank you.
We're in here in support.
He's gone. Gremlin only gets drunk if someone gives her alcohol-filled chocolate treats. I mean, have you guys seen what happens if you give her one that's filled with Fireball? Or vodka? Or tequila? I don't think... Wait, I don't know if tequila was the one that's in the chocolate, but the points are kind of stands.
Yeah,
I mean-
vodka-filled chocolate. I would never thought I would hear the gremlin start swearing in Russian.
Oh no. That's a terrifying
that would be a
thought.
day. That would be the day.
That's a terrifying thought, Dave. Why would you put that image in my head?
I was thinking the gremlin would like just.
Now I just imagine the gremlin's winter outfit is literally just a thick trench coat and a Ushanka.
Yes.
Okay. I need to save this before I lost all progress, because nothing makes an artist cry even more that they were doing so much progress only for some specific circumstances to hop in and say, "Hey there, nice art, nice project you're doing so far." It would be a shame if something just crashes it in progress and you lose everything in progress. And oh, that's a lot
That's
of
Don't
nice
say-
everything you
Yeah.
have
Don't
there.
say that because you're making yourself sound like you're like jinxing yourself if you do that.
The problem with jinxing is that it is a subjective thing. We human beings tend to focus on what they think constitutes a threat. Realistically, you can't jinx yourself. What you can do is minimize your risk.
Yep.
It's... I'm not even sure what to say to that.
Ah,
Agree with me then.
No.
sorry there, fellas, but I'm going into a tunnel.
Listen.
There she goes.
Release the goblin. The gremlin. Ah! Why am I saying goblin? Gremlin? You okay?
Hello, Gremlin.
This is a rare sight. You okay?
Excrement is tired.
That makes two of us.
I didn't expect the gremlin to be affected by the cold as well.
Excrement doesn't like cold. Excrement doesn't do cold good.
Question.
Sounds
Would you
like
like to
need
wear
some
my...
new clothing?
Eh?
Question. Gremlin, would you like to take this overcoat and use it as a blanket?
Excrement would clearly take. Excrement is kind of big pillow party.
Let's see. Using Afton as a fur coat. Not a bad idea. Come here.
No, not that way. Not that way. We are not making a deer coat me. Gremlin, get off my tail. Get off my tail. Do you want... Do you want...
Apparently they didn't like you biting on Gremlin's tail.
Wala just came by for a moment there. Or was it troll?
Goliath out of nowhere.
I think it was the troll. Thank you for Hitty Petty. Yeah.
Gremlin, it sounds like you could use some warm chocolate.
Excrement lace with Jackie. Yes.
Yes. Have the warm chalky.
Okay.
Gremlin. You forgot to put some milk in the chocolate.
What did you put in that chocolate?
We forgot to put in some milk.
Oh. Oh, you accidentally made melted chocolate, didn't you?
No, it was just hot chocolate.
That still classifies as chocolate.
Yeah.
Good.
Oscarman suddenly remembers now what she did last night.
What'd you do?
Oscarman did thing! Big thing!
What?
What thing?
Thing.
Oscarman took on pillows and Ricky for him.
Wait, how did you take all of them? They are literal. They are almost innumerable.
What?
you build it?
They say it's actually called vodka chucky.
Oh god.
Why would you make hot vodka? What is... That sounds horrible on so many levels.
It really does. Whose idea was it to give him that?
Alright, Gremlin, you're going... I'm taking you back to the portable hall. Come here. Come here. Let's take you back to your pillar fort, to the portable hole.
Okay, fine. House Gremlin has stole all pillow and blanket. And she scratched the cheese.
What?
Scratch the cheese. How does that even work?
I mean, I have a vague idea, but either way, it's not the worst thing that could happen.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. The gremlin has just departed after scratching the cheese.
Okay, I don't think I can really handle hanging with the gremlin right now. I just have no energy.
Alright. So what was the report from the doctor?
Okay, so there's some good news. I called the front desk of a local animal hospital, and they said that the blood is more likely from straining to poop. Like she may have popped a blood vessel.
Oh.
And now that I think about it, the chocolate she lapped up earlier was only like a couple of drops of icing, so it's unlikely that it's hurting her this much.
Okay, that's really good.
That is a positive sign.
Then what's giving her some level of constipation then?
It's not constipation, it's diarrhea.
Oh.
Like she's straining to poop.
I know how that feels, unfortunately.
Like anything that's coming out is just a straight liquid.
Well,
I mean,
at least it's
right.
one. At least we learned that she'll be fine eventually.
Yeah, in the meantime, I've just scheduled an appointment for this Saturday, so we'll see if it works out.
Fair.
I would say
Fingers
go look into food that are like good for digestion.
Yeah, I already picked up some chicken. I also got her some pumpkin. Pumpkin's really good for digestion.
Really? I didn't
Yeah.
even know dogs can have pumpkin.
Yeah, dogs can have pumpkin. They can have it as a treat. And it's really good for their stomach.
Huh.
I
I've
did
never
not know
actually heard
that
of that one
either.
before.
That actually is pretty good.
Yeah. And hey, if I don't use the pumpkin, I can at least make pumpkin soup out of it. There's actually this recipe that I've been looking at online that I really want to try out.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a pumpkin soup that calls for goat cheese and fish.
That. I didn't actually learn this. I didn't know that recipe. Huh. I didn't know that can actually be done.
Oh yeah. It's actually based on a video game recipe that appeared in Legend of Zelda.
Oh. Let us know
Yeah,
how it
and
turns out.
yeah, in Twilight Princess, there's this Yeti who actually makes this pumpkin soup called Superb Soup, and it's got salmon, goat cheese, and pumpkin.
Oh, Tsuki, hi! Welcome to the Paper Plane Inn. I'm currently doing your commission as we speak.
Which, now that I take a good look at this, is this a pirate?
Yep.
Ah, this touches a very special place in my heart because I'm very fond of pirates.
Me too. I mean, I've also read One Piece to this day, and it's just that I had this strategy on letting it go into the oven for a bit so I could produce more chapters, and then I'll read it more.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with some animes that I've been following. It's like the opposite, where I watch One Piece in between seasons.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's pretty wise to do so.
Yeah. Anyways,
was that?
Where was I going? Oh yeah, pirates. So I remember growing up. So I grew up with Donkey Kong Country, and the fact that the Kremlin crew were all pirate themed, it just solidified it for me. Especially with the cartoon having some of the best pirate songs I've ever seen.
I wish I actually got to grow up with that, not gonna lie.
Like, here's the thing. One of the pirate songs was so good, Ailstorm covered it.
Yeah?
Elstorm?
Yeah? Ailstorm, as in pirate metal.
Oh.
That's a thing?
Yes, it is. Let's just say I have a humorous relationship with a very specific song of theirs.
Eh?
Yeah, like,
It is a very vulgar song, which is the entire point of the song. But more to the point is somebody decided to make a quote unquote Disney edit of the song, where they censored all of the quote unquote inappropriate stuff. And by all of the inappropriate stuff, I mean everything except the swearing.
Oh.
No! That's not how that censorship works! That's like reverse censorship! What?
No, just no. That's the exact opposite of censorship.
It is a great funny post. I will not let you deny me that. I will send it to you, Mickey and F. Not Jay. I understand you don't care much for swearing, so I won't send it.
Yeah,
your
thank
way.
you. Thank you.
You're welcome to send it to me. I'm very intrigued by this.
It's not 100% what I had in mind for the pose, but holy crap, you nailed Yumi so well on this. Oh, thank you, Tsuki. Thank you. I tried I tried my best I tried my best trying to interpret the sketch you gave me for the pose. And but I hope this is actually the good enough, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Cuz you did
Oh.
mention that she is pointing a bottle towards the person, so hope this is enough.
So, I went ahead and shared one of the songs that was from the original Donkey Kong Country cartoon, and also an animated short that uses the cover from Ailstorm. And this guy, Alex Henderson, he actually got permission to animate to it, and the animation was so good, Ailstorm actually commissioned him again to make another of their music videos, officially.
Wait,
Oh,
really?
that's awesome.
That is so cool!
Yeah. Yeah, it is actually really cool, and not only that, but it actually helped him find other work with another band. Which, funny enough, one of the members of Ailstorm is actually a part of.
Oh, that's actually really good. Like, that's a really good runway into that type of career.
Yeah, like, no kidding. Like, okay. First he did, like, Pirate Scorn, then he did P-A-R-T-Y for Ailstorm, then he did he did Keeper of the Celestial Flame of Abernethy for Glory Hammer.
Wait a minute, Gloryhammer sounds very familiar.
I'm certain
let
I've
me-
heard of them as well.
Allow me to elucidate. He is the prince of the land of five, noble and true with a heart of steel. Now
Oh,
with his lost
yes.
it shall be his,
Okay, yeah,
and his
that-
life is his name.
That's the album that was basically made around an entire campaign, wasn't it?
Well, sort of, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's an entire campaign, but every one of Glory Hammer's albums is actually like telling a story. That's what they did with the first album and every album following, but it's basically Celtic metal.
Oh,
Celtic-
now you have me interested.
Celtic
That makes-
metal. Two
And here I
words
thought,
I never thought they would actually come together, but point me to the direction.
yeah,
okay,
same
I
here.
will. Okay, I got stuff to share.
This should be
Also-
good.
Also, if you want to hear another interesting subculture of rock or metal, dwarven metal.
Oh, dwarven metal's good. I'll see your dwarven metal and raise you Viking metal.
Oh, hell yeah.
I
I
definitely.
mean, the funny one.
Sorry, you go.
Sorry.
No, I
Yeah,
can
hang on.
wait.
I need to find exactly what I'm looking for anyway, so.
Okay, I'll, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and share the animation that, Alex Henderson did. But I'm also gonna share one of the albums.
Mickey,
Because this recent one is basically very late into the timeline.
fair enough. Mickey, there's a lot of types of metal. Look, Lord Loth, I'll have you know that, look, I'll have you know that, I'm not, I don't know this because the metal that I know of is gothic, is, symphony metal and, and that's pretty, symphony metal, and there's another one that's escaping me for the time being, but yeah.
So, my favorite offhand kind of metal is historical metal, such as the likes of Sabaton.
Wait, historical metal? That's a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, they basically do cover songs covering major battles, is the best way to explain it.
Huh.
Like,
For example, The Last Stand. For the grace of the might of the Lord.
yes!
Holy.
Yes, that is awesome.
Oh, so that's where that song came from. Holy Okay!
Okay, you have our attention, because that sounds awesome as hell.
There you go. I've
Oh,
shared
thank
it.
you. The fact that
Yeah,
there's
my fellow D&D fans will definitely love like what Gloryhammer has to offer.
Okay, you have my attention. Please send me the whole. Oh wait, no. You have the
I
full
just
album.
did. I just did. Their first album, Tales from the Kingdom of Fife.
Okay, it's starting to get really muggy here. Okay, I need to get this hoodie off me. Jesus, holy Mother Teresa. Ah! Ah. Okay.
Hello, Capman.
Oh, Lord. Hold on. Hang on, guys. I kind of need to stretch for a little bit because I feel stiff.
Alright, let's see if this works.
I feel a little stiff.
So Afton, if I may sell you a little bit more on the Tales from the Kingdom of Fife album.
What do you have?
Well, it tells the story of a sorcerer who invades the Kingdom of Fife with an army of zombie unicorns and imprisons the princess in a sheet of ice. And the Prince of the Kingdom, Angus MacFife, he basically has to travel to get the Hammer of Glory to defeat this foe.
Oh, I'm liking the sound of this.
Oh yeah, and he also gets to ride in on a golden dragon.
A what?
A golden dragon.
Well, Melly would be jealous.
Ah,
Alright. No, don't. Clip, please don't die on me. I need you to survive. I need you to live. Thank you, Clip. Thank you. Otherwise, I'll be one upset
Okay,
Mickey.
be sure to save.
I saved! I managed to save.
although I will say, for me, the most terrifying dragon concept I've ever seen still has to be the Mercury dragon.
I'm sorry,
What?
Mercury Dragon?
You have our
Yes.
attention.
After you've watched Fool's Gold, right?
Oh yeah, I know what you're referring to. Huh? Weirdly, I thought that would actually be a creature that they would put in the module.
No, that's a homebrew version of a specific type of dragon. So a Mercury dragon is a dragon of silvery color with a body that seems to be literally made of dripping mercury off its body. In essence, its mind is not a single mind, rather it is more of a hive mind based on the minds of all those individuals it has made a deal with and taken their minds in as part of its own hive mind.
Oh
With
dear.
all the minds simultaneously trying to interact and conflicting with one another. So not only is it insanely powerful, but it is also quite literally insane.
Man.
And incredibly unpredictable from the sounds of things.
Exactly.
I still have chills and goosebumps when it comes to that episode when the Mercury Dragon was introduced. Like, holy Mother Teresa, I definitely, I'm not even sure how I'm gonna feel when I do get to interact that at a table one day. You know?
Well, if you either get to play in a game with it or run the module yourself, because I know you backed it, you will have that opportunity.
Fool's Gold? Or another thing?
Fool's Gold. As far as I'm aware, both myself and Mickey backed Fool's Gold, and I think you did as well, so we have access to the book.
Yep. Although, I am kind of... The one thing I don't have is access to the virtual tabletop. That's the one thing I did not get, as of now.
Well, the thing is, I had no use for a VTT. This same for me.
I mean, I feel like now, because of the amount of service I'm a part of, and when it comes to IRL games, they don't have many maps for specific things.
Well, let's see. About how many games I'm a part of that? Okay, there's Tuesday, Wednesday, and there's like 2.5 games that I'm a part of where we actually went for Theater of the Mind, and it has its pros and it also has its own cons as well. But we still made it work. I mean, don't get me wrong, Theater of the Mind is pretty good, but sometimes when the cons is when it comes to the situation of combat. Because you don't, without having a proper, if you weren't aware enough for what the DM is describing, it can be a little bit hard for you to actually figure out how to maneuver on a combat when, also depending on your skills and on your spells. Am I the only one who feels that?
Like, Theater of the Mind's really good. Like, it's how I've been able to do most of the games that we're a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Even if we have maps and such, like, the maps and the tokens kind of add to the feeling.
This is true. I think maps would be useful when it comes to the combat situation.
Mm-hmm. Although, speaking of the Fool's Gold thing, like, if you were a player in that, what would your character be?
I honestly don't know, because I've yet to actually figure out what character will I actually make for that situation. But I'm sure it'll come to me when that day comes.
Like, an idea that has come to mind is a Tundra Beast Folk of the Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Oh. Beast Folk is the one that's, it's fine for roleplay, but yeah, as a visual-oriented person, I do wish I had combat maps. Well, it's a good thing I'm the only one then. Stepped away, but don't know if this merger is a game of metal music, but Brutal Legend is fun. Oh yeah, that is a game.
I got Brutal Legend.
I actually wanted to give Brutal Legend a shot one day.
Yeah, you just probably won't be able to play it on stream. Just so much licensed music.
Man, wasn't there... Remember when Twitch was actually okay with that? Me neither!
Were they ever okay with it, though?
I think they were for a time before before they actually swung in their copyright ban hammer into some Twitch channels or something. I don't know.
Oof.
Which is dumb, you know? Let's see. Why is my arm so sore?
Is it your drawing arm?
Yeah?
Have you been drawing for too long?
I think it's sore because I also lay on it funny last night or earlier.
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah. This is true.
I am now the big Sag.
Yep.
No, for a completely different reason.
Fool's Gold, Bearwald is actually the name of of a YouTube series. Hey! Anyways, Fool's Gold is the name of the series that is in YouTube. That is drawn by Dingo Doodles, where it actually recaps a story about their adventures done in D&D 3.5. But
Yeah.
it wasn't until that they actually worked their butt off to actually make actual homebrew modules for Fool's Gold and unleashed it into the wild that is the internet. And it was actually a very successful Kickstarter project, and most of us managed to get the module through its PDFs. Others are just waiting for it to be released into into its printed format. Myself included, because I like mine to be. I like to have physical copies of modules, and I also am looking forward to the dice that they're actually going to be producing.
Did you buy a premium?
Well, I got myself 4 claimer dice. Live long and bite me.
Hey, I gotta be honest with you. It's always good to buy the physical thing because who knows when the internet is gonna go down. It'll be good to keep such records.
I write on my little notepad to keep track on where my NPCs or enemies are in relation to the players. Huh, that actually is not a bad idea to keep track on that. I should really pick up on that.
I should possibly write down notes from that as well too, because this will, like.
Dude, you're
Yeah,
a DM. You should know, man.
Like I'm better when it comes to short-term games. It's been ages since I've lasted a long-term one.
Well, now you gotta do something about it then, don't you?
Absolutely. Which is why I'm gonna have to be looking into doing some more mini-based adventures, so. Which is why I did another thing, and that is to buy Liarsen's Ledger. Which is the sequel book to Heliona's Guide to Monster Hunting. Which I also got to hunt as well too. Mode to the Divine. And my goodness, the familiars are adorable.
I think I might have to, I think Steve and I are just waiting for the physical copy to the book. I don't know. Let's see. There are advantages to Theater of the Mind mechanically, such as me going, sure, you can hit all those enemies with that spell, or you can get your friend to heal them. And this is true, you know? And I'm actually glad you're okay with this, Savage. Which is why you earn a pearl point when it comes to how you handle your games.
Give me a second. I'm just being called for something. I'll be back in a moment.
Okay. Okay, so I think I might need to get myself some coffee or something, or take a little bit of a nap after this after this. I definitely need my strength for later tonight. Okay, let's see. Okay. By the way, Tsuki, how do you think of this commission so far? Do you think I actually am doing it pretty good?
I'm back.
How'd
Welcome
it go?
back.
I'm sorry for laughing. Apparently, I've been saying La Sen wrong.
Oh. Oops.
La what now?
La Sen, I've been saying I should have said La Sen instead of La Sen.
Who will call you that? Well, I mean, who will go as far to call you so you to correct that?
I have my suspicions.
Oh Lord. Ah, okay.
That would explain it.
Like, I'm not even mad. It just felt so random to me. I was worried, like, oh no, was I in trouble?
Okay, I think we got enough in us to actually continue a wee bit further. We just need to fix up the inks a little bit more on this, and then we'll get to work on doing the flat colors. And we'll call it there for now, cause, well, and that'll be for the for the stream, I think. Question mark TM, thoughts, questions, death threats.
Like, I'm guessing it's so cold for you that you want to take a bit more of an early, like a bit of an early rest.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to continue more of this. I do. It's just, I don't know. Maybe
Just whatever you do, don't have coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of want coffee though because I got a game later today.
Yes, but your coffee will give you an energy boost for about 20 minutes, and then you'll crash hard.
No, I can survive.
It's not even a energy boost. You'll just be tired but fast.
Yeah, pretty much.
I am not weak. I can handle it. I'm a big girl. I am a strong, independent woman.
Okay, you want to prove you're not weak? Don't do it. Don't give in to temptation.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
They got you there.
Cracker Jacks. I just want my coffee. Let's see. I just want that.
You don't need it.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do. I want it.
Don't give in to the hot dirt water.
No,
Don't give
dang
in.
it.
Don't give in to the coffee bean.
Mm.
You can have some tea if you'd prefer. That will have.
Why?
That should have a soothing effect for you.
Let's see. It takes up to 10 hours for caffeine to fully process out of your body, so it's not recommended to drink close to bedtime.
Mm-hmm. This is
Mickey,
true.
no.
Sag innkeeper noises.
Like I
Don't
said,
give it
tea
to the
would be a better
bean.
choice.
My coffee.
Or the beans, if you will.
Why is it? Chat, please help me. Chat, I mean, come on. I mean, your innkeeper also needs her coffee too. You also agree with this, right, Chat? Chat?
Don't. Well, we know they may be on our side.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Chat might agree with me with this one.
Mickey, you're grounded.
No.
No coffee for you.
No.
No comment.
No coffee for you, innkeeper.
Why? An innkeeper needs her energy so she can actually survive.
Yes, that's it. Yes, that's the point. If you take coffee now, you won't have energy later.
Exactly. And plus, I just generally don't like coffee. Well, I'm trying to get myself to like coffee, but the thing just it's just so sleepy. It's just
Caffeine's bad for you, kids.
That's why I'm addicted to it.
I feel like I'm the angel on the shoulder here. I'm the shoulder angel.
me and Jay are like Mickey's shoulder angels. Dave is the shoulder devil.
No. You see, much like Darren and Darius, I don't have an angel and a devil. I have a selfless and a selfish-ish thing sitting on my shoulders.
Ah, yes, the personification of selfishness and selflessness into one. Look, Dave, I mean, chat, no, wait, an innkeeper needs a rest. Wake up, you guys! I just like.
You want rice? You want rice?
Again, I highly recommend either protein bars or tea instead.
Tea is great. Tea is great.
But only if it's a rooibos, so otherwise it's just not worth it.
Honey, okay,
Really?
Alright. Let me have this verdict once and for all. Honey, is it bad enough for me that I want coffee despite, what the honey pie?
What? It's not bad that you want
He's on our side.
Just don't let the gremlin have it.
Oh. And, oh dear. Speaking of, sorry there, fellas, but I'm going into a tunnel.
Oops.
We can never escape from them.
Meanwhile, the API logic on one of my preferred mission scripts is bugged out, so now the respawning doesn't properly time, so it keeps respawning.
Yeah! Oscarman did that.
Hey, Gremlin.
What?
What is your opinion on coffee?
Can Oscarman have coffee?
No.
You cannot have coffee.
I do not recommend Gremlin.
Why not?
Well, for one, it tastes bitter.
And you hate bitter stuff, if we recall.
Oscarman doesn't like bitter stuff. Or Oscarman cut it for gore.
Listen, Gremlin, you won't like it.
Oscarman cannot take that. What? Chucky pie.
What chocolate is it?
Ah!
Well,
Nice pie!
well,
Nice pie!
well, I am going to take my leave now, as my game shall be starting in 3 minutes.
Ah!
It shall be the final session, but with that, I shall avoid. Gremlin, get off my tail.
No!
Get off my tail. I need to leave. Dave,
Gremlin, do I have to get the hammer? I will get the hammer.
Dave,
You will
could you
get the hammer. Don't tempt him on this, Gremolin.
Wait, guys. I don't think using the hammer would be a good idea, because for all we know is you're gonna. Oh, never mind.
Oscarman not
Dave?
passes you.
All right, Dave. Can you hold on to the gremlin for me?
Oscarman already passed you. You're not inflated.
Oh, that explains why I see the boss monster for the night session.
And now you're back.
Okay. You all have a good, wonderful night, people.
Good night.
Oscarman has put sneakers inside underwear.
Why?
Oscarman is. Venison is gone.
Can't say I'm surprised.
I'm sorry, you idiot. I gave him stickers to go for a road. What? Oscar is now feeling a little bit better from earlier today. Marshmallow feeling? Marshmallow feeling Chucky pie. Ah. Ah! 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 No! Ah! Eh!
What's wrong, Gremlin?
Oh, no! Please! Ah!
I will go and get. I will go and get the chunky milk. All right. I cast a mage hand. Gremlin. Gremlin. Drink the chalky milk from the mage hand. Good.
Can Oscarman have another marshmallow?
No.
Why not?
You may
One
have.
is enough, Gremlin.
You may have a marshmallow dipped in chalky milk.
Oscarman would get this compromise. Let's see. Also, tell Innkeeper I'm most likely gonna take one of the rooms later.
What?
It's for House Gremlin Day.
House Gremlin Day.
Yes.
Oh, it's House Gremlin Day? Does that mean I get to bunk you?
No, you don't. Fuck! House Gremlin wants to take room for day.
Discombobulate.
Why? Right there.
Sorry, I had to.
Oh no. Okay, House Gremlin is now going back into portable hall.
Oh, Gremlin, one thing before you go. Question. How many... If half a chicken could lay half an egg, how many pancakes does it take to cover the roof of a doghouse?
Doesn't matter. House Gremlin already ate egg.
Ingenious.
Ask a nonsense question, get a nonsense answer.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
I asked the gremlin a nonsense question.
And she gave. And did she actually ask a very nonsense answer?
Well, I asked if half a chicken could lay half an egg, how many pancakes would it take to cover the roof of doghouse? And she said it doesn't matter because she ate the egg.
Oh, yep, that's House Gremlin for you.
You know, there's an actual answer to it that at least I know, but it's like, I doubt she would have come up with it.
Oh?
Yeah, my dad said the answer was there are no bones in vanilla ice cream.
Okay, that's a good one.
I mean, it's a nonsense question with a nonsense answer, so...
Yep.
Yeah. Sounds like the perfect mix of nonsense question and a red herring question, i.e. where you give irrelevant information to the answer within the question.
This is true.
For example, if a train is approaching a railroad sign at 200 kilometers an hour, what is the average speed of a laden swallow?
Wait,
Average
northbound or
velocity of a
eastbound?
laden swallow.
Wait, northbound or eastbound?
I believe the correct response is African or European.
I knew there was a question. Dang it. I had a question. I knew
I mean, to be fair, you did throw me for a loop, so...
Let's see. Yep, even Man of Mercy is also catching it on that. And I Strike, welcome back. We are currently drawing this commission for Otsuki, who is one of my friends and player mates. So I'm just drawing out her character, which is this feisty young lady here, and it's slowly coming together, piece by piece. I just need to iron out a few details, and then most likely we'll take a little bit of a break, or just I want to continue more, but why am I exhausted? Okay, so oh dear.
You good over there?
I'm good. It's just that I'm trying not to let fatigue but get the best out of me.
Okay. Ugh.
Okay, so I think I may have to fix up her hair, fix up her hat a little bit more, or maybe that could be just me. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so alright, I guess all what's left, let's actually turn this off a little bit, and this is starting to look pretty good, I think. Okay, so we're gonna fix up those lashes, fix up this eye a little bit more. Okay, so I think we got enough in us to work on the finer details of this. Okay. Oh, right, I almost forgot. Okay, so she's also got one of these. You know, I wouldn't actually mind watching Pirates of the Caribbean again, looking at this one.
Oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, amazing series.
It truly is.
Seriously, we need more. We need more. Like, okay, I will like state something for the record. To be fully honest, I don't like most live action films. I feel like they don't have enough. They don't have enough whimsy and fun, and just aren't made with. I don't know. They aren't made with a lot of artistry in mind. That being said, Pirates of the Caribbean strikes a nice balance between being live action and cartoony.
It does feel like that, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt like it was storyboarded by actual cartoonists.
If you have any questions about Fire Deep...
Sorry, to finish my thought, Captain Jack Sparrow is basically a walking cartoon in and of itself. Like, oh man, hats off to, oh my gosh, I forgot his name.
Johnny Depp?
Johnny Depp, yes, hats off to Johnny Depp just acting the way he does.
He truly is the one and only Captain Jack Sparrow. It's really going to be very hard for people to actually replace him to, you know, because he really doesn't have a way in bringing in the character to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and you might even say that film directors will remember this day as the time they almost recaptured Captain Jack Sparrow.
Let's see. If you have questions about the finer details of her outfit, feel free to ask. I'll send the sketches through Discord and clear things up. Feel free to send them to my direction, Suki, okay? I will try my best to iron them out post-stream.
Oh, there's my keys. Okay. Need to go pick something up. Just remembered, there's a GameStop I still need to visit. Probably gonna have to pay a visit after the game. Or actually, it's probably for the better that I don't.
Whatever floats your boat. I mean, we're gonna be facing a boss monster tonight, which will send off the first, which will send off the season 1 of this campaign.
Yep.
Ah! Oh, hey! Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Ice Drake.
Mario RPG tomorrow. It's not going anywhere. My copy's not going anywhere.
Okay, let's see. I seriously need to, most likely get some rest after this. I'll try to take your guys' suggestion for it and rest up, after this, I believe. Okay, so that looks just about right, I think. So we'll actually go ahead and iron out some of the details and correcting some of the line width, because they actually look much better when some corners of the line work are thickened. It helps make them pop out a little bit more. I don't usually do this method often, but when I do, it's a way to make our piece look a little bit more dynamic. I may have to fix up the hair a little bit later too. I think you might have like the Monkey Island games if you enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's not forget the bust and.
You know, I've heard high praise of the Monkey Island games from one of my friends. Tanya is actually a big fan of it.
Yeah?
Yeah, she grew up with those games and played them alongside her other friend, Kalma.
Oh.
Yeah, I really want to check them out. It seems like a lot of fun. It's like a point-and-click adventure game.
Okay, let's. I think that's.
Yes, if anything, it's like one of the most legendary point-and-click series of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Question for Miki. If the grandma eats a chocolate starfruit and goes wish mode for one wish, she eats 3 chocolate starfruits, would she grant 3 wishes? At that point, I do not know, but I had a feeling that might be a little bit much for the gremlin to handle.
Yeah, like, we don't want to destroy her body.
No.
All
Or
that
reality
power in
itself,
one
for that matter.
I mean, even Gremlin has limits. You saw how she is when she actually took you saw how she is after she finally had her zoomies. You saw how she is when you actually gave her alcohol chocolate. Or
wait, someone gave her alcohol chocolate?
Yes. And
I'm afraid I missed that.
or heaven forbid, when somebody actually gave her I don't know, pepper chocolates, if you will. You saw how she is after she got through her rampage fits.
Yeah, no kidding. Also, just one. I still can't believe I missed the alcohol chocolate. I must have given her a real rum for her money.
Okay, so let me go and take care of these ears here. Alright, so I think this looks pretty good. I believe. Yeah, I think this looks pretty good. But what do you think, Tsuki? Do you think I did a good job with your character? I may have to refine this a little bit more post-stream. But as much as I want to continue a little more, how about we actually go take ourselves a 10-minute break, okay?
Yeah, it sounds like a good idea.
Yep.
Besides, a little break might actually help me out, give me some of the energy I need.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you guys in about 10 minutes. See you soon.
See you in 10.
Bye. gotta find your weapons.
Okay. Oh, Lord of mercy. Okay, I'm a good.
You good?
Yep, I decided, I decided to walk a little bit, and now I'm feeling a little bit more energetic. A little.
Alright.
Maybe.
Yeah, a good power nap will help you get through, so.
I want a power nap, but then I'll lose track of time.
That's why you set a timer.
Ooh.
Yeah, a good 5 to 15 minute power nap will give you a little more energy to get through.
Well, I could try, but I can't make any more promises. Oh, thanks for the stretch ice drink, so I'm gonna go and do that. Okay. Woo! Okay. Alright, I used that last minute to give me one squat. Okay. Alright, that should be enough for me to actually wake the fuck up and actually get to work. Like panic into a microphone or something. Nah, I'm good. I'm okay. Did I actually spook everybody when I got back to when I got back live?
Nah, we were just in the middle of finishing a convo. We didn't want to throw the subject off kilter the moment you got back on stream.
Ah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so let me go over here and I think the best we could at least do right now, you guys, is just actually make the flat colors for the time being. I'll do the rest of the rendering and refinement post-stream. Does that sound like a fair compromise?
Fair enough.
Hmm.
You're not the only one who's tired, it seems.
Yay! I'm passing the fatigue plague.
Hey, listen. If anything, I had the fatigue plague first. I only got 4 hours, remember?
Oh yeah, we're all spreading fatigue plague. Okay. Alright. I know the lighting here is a lot different for when it comes to the actual piece itself.
I just had a thought.
Yeah?
I think I may know what upset my puppy's stomach.
Oh?
I've been giving her a lot of dental treats lately. That might be it.
Oh.
That may very well be it.
Jay.
And I'm an idiot.
Oh, Jay.
Ay.
Remember, kids, it's fine to treat your beings, but even you have to know your limits.
Yeah.
One thing I learned, humans don't have energy tanks that run empty. We have tire tanks that fill up. You know what? That sounds... yeah, I can definitely see it. Why are
Yeah,
you...
because here's the thing, when you're tired, your body builds up toxins, and sleep helps you expel them.
Like, wow. I don't know how to properly feel about that, but at the same time, it kind of makes a little bit more sense now.
It all adds up.
Uh-huh. Oh, right, I almost forgot. Eyelid line. I might have to make her eyes a little bit, I may have to tweak her eyes later down the line, but that's something future Miki will have to worry about. And future Miki, I am so sorry you have reached this point and you're probably suffering. I really hope you had plenty of rest and plenty of hugs.
I'd give you hugs if I could.
Oh, Believe me, I would accept it if under different circumstances. Let's see. Okay, I don't know how. I mean, maybe it's because of the lighting of this picture is taken, but I know this is much darker, and the color, and thus it also affects the coloring when it comes to the details. So I'm gonna try my best to refine it a little bit, just a little bit, you know, color correcting as we go. Okay, so put that away. Look, scroll it down. I returned from the innkeeper's kitchen with beef ramen. Don't worry, I didn't use any ingredients. I used my own. Okay, that's good. Do you want me to send you the scan of the image? Yeah, that would most likely help me a lot, Suki. In the meantime, I'm gonna try my best to color correct some of the images until I get the proper look of that scan. It's slowly coming together. That's one piece of good news. Maybe, just maybe, I might get myself a little bit of a nap. But at the same time, I also need the energy for what's to come for the D&D campaign. And I definitely don't want to miss out that. Okay, let's see. Just the potatoes? What potatoes? We don't have... I basically used up my potatoes for making my roc's nest, about earlier this week. Let's see. Yellow eyes, so... go, and let's also now not forget this. I think we're all, yeah, I definitely would say that Thursday really is the meh of all of the week. The meh day of the week.
It's not quite Friday.
Nope. And Friday, that is a day where I'm gonna blow out my vocal cords. Why?
Because I'm bored.
You know what? Valid. Let's see. It's all sparkles and spicy No! Red! What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We don't do that here in the inn. Nope.
I will get the bonker. I will get the hammer. I will bonk you.
No, you won't.
Not talking to you, Miki. I'm talking to Narv.
Rat.
What?
That's his name, Rat.
Rat?
Yeah.
As in, like, rat?
Yeah.
As in the rodent?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm a bonk rat.
Good.
I'm not trying to bonk you.
Let the hate flow through you.
Let's see. By the way, Miki, man, ah, man, I haven't heard that word in a long time. Man.
Oh, that's
Is it not meme?
No.
No, this is a different this is a different Gary's Mod joke. Made by an old friend of mine, actually.
Man. I can hear it up to this day. I really
Mhm.
can't. There's no way you cannot unhear it and let it stick into your brain.
Alas, I am uneducated. I am uncultured.
Okay, how do we properly explain this? Gmod, okay, Gmod History 101. Okay, so there's this thing where when it comes to people back in the 2010s of Gary's Mod and SFM, where they decided to actually make monsters and beings out of props and ragdolls that Garry's Mod actually would provide. One of them is the TF2 target prop, which is basically your standard medic target prop. Someone went out of their way to actually make this one say, you know what? I'm gonna turn this one into a creature, have it show up in my Gmod Machinima videos where it only says the word mem.
Yeah, so every Team Fortress 2 class now actually has one. And essentially, the phrase mem is literally the TF2 class line medic cut halfway and reversed.
Uh-huh.
Huh.
Hence the distinct sound, which sounds like an animal call. So the joke is essentially that this wild species of wooden cutouts are mems.
I see.
They're stereotypically medics, but cutouts of all types have been seen.
Yep. And they always have a very distinct sound.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am.
Especially.
I guess that would make them very memorable.
Mhm.
Yep. There we go. That would make the lips... I decided to make her lips a little bit more redder, just to actually make them pop out more. The demo is the loudest of the memes. Yes. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So would that make him a den men man? Or a Menmo man?
I think Casey made something similar with that. I don't know. It's been a while. Okay, so let's see. Dark purple for the outfit. Okay, so... Suki, are you actually liking this one so far? I hope, because with a bit of with the color correcting, I say it's coming together slowly. Okay, let's see. And that looks like supposed to be white pants because of the color lighting. Alright, and let's see. Dark purple boots. But you know, speaking of TF2 monsters, I can't... Maybe it's just my shitpost brain is going back into the land of Gary's Mod and SFM. But can you imagine if the House Gremlin actually goes into, well, that place more specifically? And as well as encountering any creature that we've actually made in the past. I can't imagine what it would be like if she actually encounters creatures we made, creatures we made in the past, especially like as pancakes, the Australian crew, etc., etc. House Gremlin and Source. Yeah, that's a terrifying idea.
Well, we have repeatedly suggested the jockey mod for the House Gremlin.
Yep. Wait a minute, I have an idea with this one. so let's see. So, I know this one has a little bit of a fishnetting there, but that's something I could easily be taken care of once I've actually do this. But that's something I could easily take care of in stream. So, we're about almost done with this. We just need to take care of a few more things, that's all. And then we'll be off on our merry way. Okay, so... And now for the yellow, Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, thanks for the head pat, Rat. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so... Oh, almost missed the spot. Okay, so... Okay, I think she's starting to come together, and I'm actually liking how she looks. I actually hope that you actually like this one so far, and oh, what's left now is the finishing touches for this. I know I have a brush here somewhere. No, that's my, not that kind of brush. Okay, so... No, 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 nope. No, you ain't either. Where are you? Okay. No, no. I could have sworn I have a fishnet brush here somewhere. Nah, fuck it. The glue brush? No, I do not have a glue. No, I mean, look, I'm not. Look, I don't have it installed. Okay? I don't have it. I don't. No, anyways. Okay, so we're gonna use you. And rotating, no, I don't. I think this mouth really is in its last legs. Oh God, what the hell? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. What the hell? Okay. Okay. This is like, the basic for now, but what do you think of this one so far? I think it actually looks pretty good.
I'd say so.
There's gotta be a lot of refinement post-stream, but as much as I want to continue a little bit more, I'm gonna call it here, you guys. Okay, so let's see. Oh. Okay, let's see. But yeah, as much as I want to continue a little bit more, you guys, this is where I'm gonna call it here, because I am bone dead tired, so...
You're pretty wiped out.
Yeah. And I know just who to raid. Melly is back. Why don't we actually go greet our favorite tiefling? Shall we?
Solid idea.
Capital idea.
So let's go and do that. But yeah, Tsuki, please actually send me the details of the work my way. That way I can actually fix this up, and I can actually refine this a little bit more. But until then, let's go ahead and go raid Melly. Okay, there we go. I truly do appreciate that you guys came by here today and watching me draw today. Tomorrow we're gonna be having ourselves, we're gonna return an old program I did before, and that's bringing back, the Binding of Isaac, challenge. And maybe, just maybe, we could actually have something successful this time around for that one. But until then, this is where I'm gonna call it a night. I need to rest before I get myself ready for tonight's D&D game. Until then, may y'all have a good night. May y'all eat well and rest well. And I'll see you guys in the Paper Plane Inn. Take care!
Good night, everybody.
Bye.